Hey everybody, it's Odin, and in this week's video, I am going to be telling you the embarrassing story of my first furry boyfriend. Really, it's just my first boyfriend in general. All of my boyfriends have been furries, but my first furry boyfriend. Now for this story, we're gonna have to go back in time to when I was 18. When was I 18? Well, that was the year 2009. The popular songs at the time were Boom Boom Pow by Black Eyed Peas. I rocked out to it a lot. Shut Up, Don't Judge. I still like it. I don't care. Also, Empire State of Mind by Jay-Z was big, and I loved that song. And it's relevant, actually, because I talked about it when I was with this boyfriend. And I had a flip phone. Even though the iPhone 3GS was out, I still had I think it was an LG Envy at the time. Maybe I had the Droid. I'm not sure. I don't think I had the Droid yet. I think I still had the flip phone, but it was a different time. You know, internet wasn't what it is today. We didn't have all these apps for dating or anything like that. I already sound like I'm ancient. Holy crap. But yeah, there was no dating apps or anything like that. We had websites. And oh boy, there's this little gem of a website called pounce.org. Now, pounce.org was recently shut down because of some internet law thing, but back in 2009, I had a profile on it, and I wish so badly that I could go back in time and find that profile, but unfortunately, I could not find it. I think it was deleted along with the site or something. There's nothing on the Internet Archive or anything like that, but I'm sure it was terrible. Oh boy. So this website, people would just have like a line that said something like a greeting, and then like you could click on it, and then it would give all the description of this person, like, hey, you want to meet up or whatever. Oh, hi, Peep. Oh, wow, it's Peep, guys. Hi, Peep. My cat's meowing. Anyway, it also said, like, where you're from and, like, stuff like that, you know, location, ASL. I remember I used it because I was new to the furry scene. I was 18. I had been a furry for a few years, like an internet furry, but, like, in real life, I had gone to, like, one fur meet, you know what I mean? I never dated any guys, ever. I never had any boyfriends. I never went on any dates, ever, like, period. I was a complete virgin, all right? I was 18, whatever. So, 2009, me was admittedly a little desperate. I really wanted someone to cuddle. I wanted the romanticized idea of a boyfriend, you know? It just seemed so amazing in my mind. And when you find the right guy, it is pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so on pounce.org, I found a profile. I think I found his, of somebody who was like an hour away, so it wasn't too bad. And I messaged him and I was like, oh, we should meet up. His picture was on there, and he wasn't great looking at all. But you know what? I'm not really that much one to care about looks, to be completely honest. I'm not. Average looking guys are like a-okay by me, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, as long as they're nice and have a good personality, which admittedly, I didn't really know his personality, but I looked at his bio and I was like, oh my god, I can meet up with this guy. Let's fucking do it. But at the time, I was also a closeted furry. My parents didn't know I was a furry. I didn't want to tell them I was a furry. I just didn't want them to know. So everything with my first boyfriend was, you know, without them knowing, and I still lived at home. I still live at home. Hi. Oh my god, when I first meet him, I didn't have a license. This is like right before I got my license, so I had my parents drop me off at the mall, and then I met up with him at the mall because, hey, at least I was smart enough not to meet someone from the internet in like my own home or their home, and you know, something terrible could happen because I don't have the safety net of a social group of people who can vouch for someone. It was a random person on the internet that I had no connection to. So I was smart and met him at the mall. So when I met him at the mall, the first thing, I remember walking up to him and I saw him near the food court and he greeted me. And the greeting that he used was, oh my god, it was moo. Yeah, the first thing this guy ever said to me was moo, because that's a normal way to greet another human being. Moo. Okay, but me being dumb and desperate and 18, I was like, this is fine. This is fine. This is just like what furries are like. This is fine. This is not normal. This is normal. It's fine. So I remember going to the mall, talking to this guy, going to various stores, and then, you know, it went fine, you know. I talked to him. I was like, oh my god, this is like the first guy I've ever gone on a date with. I totally like him. Like, he's great. Because, you know, in my mind, I had nothing to compare him to, really. I was just infatuated with the idea of someone giving me affection. Anyway, a little bit forward, we go on a date. I remember I was with my friend Mike, and I think we went and saw a movie, and like, I just remember being there and then just like eventually holding his hand in the movie theater, and I was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever. Because again, I had no, it's the first first time, you know, you get the butterflies. You're like, oh my God, affection. I've never had this before. I'm so excited. I'm so fucking gay. Yeah. And then later we go in the car. Mike was still with us, but like I went in the car separate with this guy. I'll just call him Wolf, even though I'm Odin Wolf, whatever. I'll just call him Wolf because that's what he was. So I was in a car with Wolf, and I just remember like having my first cuddles, which were super awkward because I didn't know what the hell I was doing at all with like any of it. I remember it actually not being sexual at all. It was just like cuddles, and I was like, oh my God, I'm cuddling with this guy. This is the most amazing thing in the world. And I don't even remember the conversation or anything like that. I do remember having butterflies and thinking it was amazing, but I also remember my friend Mike was literally circling around in his car and laughing because he's like, ha 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 ha, you've never had even cuddles before. You're such a dork. And I was like, oh my God, Mike. So anyway, we leave from there, and of course, I, being the dumb, not love, I would not call it love, oh my God, even I knew it wasn't love back then. The puppy love struck Wolf was just, oh my God, I was so excited about this guy. I just couldn't wait to see him more. So I texted him more on my, you know, dumb phone, maybe my Android, I don't remember, whatever, it was a long time ago. Anyway, I texted him on my primitive ass phone and arranged to eventually meet up at his place. And I think between that date and when I met up at his place, through text, I was like, so do you want to be my boyfriend? And he's like, yeah, okay, I guess. And it was just like, because me, I was just like, I've met you twice. I know it. I like you. This is it. This is great. You're great. Oh my God, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Anyway, I go visit him about an hour away. Of course, I had to come up with a lie to the parents where I am. I said I was at another friend's house. Whatever. On the down low about being a furry. I go to this guy's house, and he lived with some other furry who's a kind of a rich douchebag. And then he had this other furry over, and this other furry was like an alcoholic and a drug addict, and it was kind of just sad because we got there and he just got like smashed, and oh, he was special. This video isn't about him, but oh man, I hope that guy's still alive, because like there's like getting drunk, and then there's like, oh, honey, no, honey, no. Anyway, I remember being over there, hanging out with them, and then, of course, cuddling with this guy, because that was the best thing in the world. But, looking back, I can remember how fucking awkward he was all the goddamn time. He had, like, little to no social abilities. He'd just be like, yeah, whatever, and he was just so awkward. Like, he was the quintessential awkward furry. I mean, the first thing he said to me was, moo. Like, come on. Of course, when I visit him, I lose my virginity. Now, this is a story for all ages, so I'm not going to get into details, but I will say it was terrible. First time is terrible, okay? I don't care. Just put that on the internet. Whatever. Who cares? It was terrible. Okay. Not a big deal, I guess. But, oh, that was embarrassing. Hi! Hi! So yes, I was 18, just lost my virginity to this total fucking weirdo. But, you know, it was great. I totally liked him. I remember driving to his house a few more times and hanging out with him. And I still just remember that, like, feeling of just cuddling and being so content and happy. But in reality, I was just happy that I was getting affection. I didn't like this guy. Not really. I didn't even know this guy. I just wanted someone to pay attention to me. Because in high school, you know, I explained it in other videos, but high school I never got attention. I never had any guys care about me. I never had affection. I never went on dates. I never did any of that. So this is just the first guy, and I kind of clung on to him because it was exciting and new, and I needed it. You know what I mean? Like, I needed someone to, quote unquote, love. It wasn't love. To love me. You know what I mean? I wanted that. I still want that. Hi, I've been single for 5 years, but I don't want it with a loser like this. Anyway, yeah, we visited a few more times, cuddled, more terrible sex, and then I just remember sitting at home and texting him. Like, I tried to go on future dates with this guy, but he kept on coming up with the dumbest excuses, like, oh, I have to do laundry, or oh, I don't feel so great, and yet I knew he was hanging out with other people. So obviously he was avoiding me, and after a while, somehow I had the sense to be like, wait, no, that's not how I should be treated. I'm actually gonna break up with this guy. And so I did. I actually broke up with him, which I'm proud of, dumb, stupid 18-year-old me to know enough to break up with this guy, because he was a weirdo, and he treated me like crap. Also, later, I found out through another local furry that he was fooling around with my boyfriend at the time, the same time I was dating him. So, he was cheating on me, too. Isn't that great? Like, the first boyfriend I get cheated on me. I mean, now I believe in open relationships, but that wasn't an open relationship, and he just straight up cheated on me because he's a piece of shit. That was very unfortunate. Obviously, I'm not gonna say this guy's name. Who cares? This is like so many years ago. I don't really hold any place in my heart for him. I just liked the idea of being liked. I didn't like him. I just wanted to tell you guys this story of my first boyfriend because it's embarrassing, honestly. Like, it's so weird being 27, looking back at me at 18, because at 18 you think, oh, I know everything, whatever. I'm out of high school, I'm going to college, dude. I know what's up with the world. I know what's up with me. You don't know anything. Like, you don't. At 18, I didn't know anything. I had no experience. I had no frame of reference. But thankfully, I had the brains somehow to break up with this guy. I think I was only with him maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So it wasn't long. Thank God I didn't waste much of my time on this piece of shit. But I don't regret it, really, because, you know, I got experience. I got to experience what a bad relationship was like. I got to experience what a fucking weird-ass furry was like. I got to learn that I'm better than that, and I deserve better. So I don't regret it. Like, it's just a part of my past. I just think back on it and I kind of laugh. I don't have anger about it anymore or anything like that. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I'm 27. I was 18 then. It's been 9 years. I'm over it. I don't know. I just wanted to give you more backstory about me and my first furry boyfriend who greeted me with moo. Isn't that great? I'm pretty sure we RP'd with each other too. Let's be honest. I think I like RP'd until I was 19. Oh God. Anyway, do you have any stories about your past relationships with furries that are embarrassing? I'm sure there's way more embarrassing stories than mine, but I honestly am embarrassed telling it, especially the losing virginity part. Whatever. Do you guys have any stories? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to read them, and hopefully they're not like sad stories. Hope they're funny, because I'd love to read comments and laugh along with you guys. Not at you guys, with you guys. Let me know in the comments. I do want to hear from you. If you like this video, be sure to check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/OdinWolf. It is the best way to support me. It is how I can keep doing these videos every week. Seriously, please consider it. Thank you. And also, I have an Amazon wish list and a P.O. box in there right here in the description of all of my videos. If you send me stuff, I will open them up on camera in a future video. Anyway, it's been a thoroughly embarrassed Odin Wolf, and a bye-bye. Moo. And as always, I want to thank my patrons, especially David G, Multi-Roy, Slip Fox, Jax, and Deku Panda, all at the Diamond tier. Thank you, 5, for your amazing support. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And everybody at Platinum, there's Spooky Weejan, Robert Deere, Frostbite, Wolf Medic, Kevin J, Connie Coon, Jaded Fox, Snowy Wolf, Zintheros, Fluffy Cinnamon Roll, Miles Hikaru, Ryan R, and Sammy Fox. All Platinum level supporters. Thank you guys too for your enormous support. And everybody at Gold, Silver, and other tiers, thank you for supporting me and making it so I can continue making these videos. I appreciate you so much.